Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mr. Beardstone's Perfect World Post-Production Mod Pack with a little bit of edits by me. But it's done, as you can see. And every bit of it's grass blocks. I actually went over this way a little bit more because there was this is part of it. There was a cave right here with a bunch of water in it. And I wanted to fill it in pretty good. So I went about, I don't know, 3 or 4 more over this way. And we have this area over here that I went up to, like I was talking about. And like I said, I want it to look like a big old block like this, because I want them to see, I want you to see it and say, somebody did some terraforming on purpose. And that's what that is. They did a mass terraforming project. That's what it was. So, this is that. And I've been between episodes while getting all the dirt I needed to make that, doing a bunch of semi-automation. It's not completely automated yet, but a lot of it is. So there's a bunch of stuff been added down here to the storage. As you can see, there's various create stuff that we can make. I moved my stripped log stuff down here and all that stuff. I'm pretty much out of redstone. Before we go start building, I'm going to have to go and do a redstone. I'm going to have to do a cut and go do some redstone mining. Got various casings. This is just temporary. I don't think I'm going to keep sturdy sheets in here. What this spot is for is to use the sturdy casing to make a train casing, because I don't think I've done that yet, to get the locomotive age, and then that goes there. And then I want to lock and quantify that. Go. So that's, I saved that one spot just for that, so y'all could see me do that so I can get the achievement. So those are train casings. I picked up all this stuff, and I made these, except for the glass blower one, which you can't do for some reason. I made the tools for all of the chipped things that you can carry with you and stuff like that. Got various things, you know, here in my project bag. I took down my, I'll show it in a little bit, but I took down my my bulk smelting setup with the lava and the fan. I need to put that all back together, but I needed to take it down to move things around. So what I've done is I've gone and made a bunch of these drawer controller IOs, which is this recipe: 5 stone, 1 storage drawer, a redstone, 2 redstone comparators, 1 gold ingot. Redstone comparators are 3 redstone, 1 nether quartz, and 3 stone. And that, combined with making some ruby quartz for future needs, is what has wiped out pretty much my redstone supply. So, yeah. So I've done some modifying to the house to add some automation. So it all starts up here. This is a mechanical generator from Create Cobblestone. And basically you just make one of these, hook up rotational power to it, click it with the stone you want to do, and it will generate cobblestone based on how much SU you can give it. And the max you can see is 2048 SU. Have a smart chute. Excuse me very much. Sorry. Have a smart chute underneath it that automatically takes it out, puts it into my cobblestone drawer, which has a void upgrade on it and is maxed out at 98.3k. And then I have spruce trim to kind of blend in with my wall, because this was all spruce before, and it all goes and connects over to this drawer controller IO, which I have which is connected all the way with these oak trims down and around into the basement and things. And it comes out, I needed to go outside with it as well, so it comes into the base right here. This is just to tell me where it comes in at. There's one behind it that connects to that drawer. So the whole I/O system is connected to my drawer controller. One drawer controller per system. Never put more than one. Otherwise, things will go bad. I knew that from playing with storage drawers forever. So yeah, if you need to do something like in and out real quick, but you can't put things in it personally, you want the drawer controller IO. That's, or as it's in the old name, it's drawer controller slave. But basically, this allows you to access your whole system, and you can and for pulling and pushing only. You can't do anything manual with it. You have to do it with like pulling and pushing, like hoppers and stuff. And you have to do filtering as well, which I got right here. So this is a smart chute. Smart chutes respect redstone. If the redstone is on, the smart chute will not do anything. I have filters for a bunch of these. This one right now is set to cobblestone. While I'm saying it's semi-automatable, it is not completely automatable because I don't want to drain my whole storage system of things. So basically, I just take this off and switch it to whichever one I want to crush to make stuff. So this one I switch between cobble, gravel, to make sand and things. What started on me this whole thing is getting clay. I needed to get a bunch of clay for making various things. Probably going forward to make clay bricks and stuff. That's why I've got clay bricks down here in the system. I got like 1,500, and I got a bunch of netherite brick if I want to use that. I was thinking about making like the outline of the factory in netherite brick and maybe red netherite brick. And that would be kind of like the outline of the factory, the beams, if you would call it that. So when you crush cobblestone, it becomes gravel, right? Well, I've moved my gravel drawer over here into the system. I've kind of modified this system a little bit in that I've added it where I can put my drawer here for gravel, which spews out to gravel onto the depot, which the mechanical arm takes like before. It's just instead of having it go into going from the depot to going from the hopper to the depot, it now goes from the well, I mean, it went from the millstone to a depot. I added a hopper, my drawer, another brass belt funnel, and changed that one. So, and now this one is unlimited and makes it. I was getting like about 600 or so gravel in this thing, and I kind of started getting like very high FPS issues. So I changed all this. It helped a little bit. It didn't help everything though. So like I said, this is my storage drawer for gravel. And it doesn't look like it, but this is a trim. It's a frame trim. You can put a trim into the trim, the storage door trim table. Right down here. This thing. You can put the trim here, and it only requires these two top ones. This front one isn't used when you're using the trim. And it makes those trims. So I made them I made the ones that are exposed, like, or underneath to connect to things. I made them out of the polished granite stuff. And then I continued it over here to this, which is my dirt system, which is hooked over. This is going to be, I'm working on it. It's slow. I'll go about all of it later. But this whole system right here, this barrel with the rich soil in it, is going to be replacing all of this regular dirt with rich soil to make this grow even faster. Which, you know, kind of don't really need that much of that at all. It's kind of not really needed. The only thing I can't change is the sugarcane. It has to be on regular dirt. You can't use, I don't think you can use rich soil even with it unfarmed, with it unhoed. So yeah. So after this system, the whole point of the gravel was to get sand. So we crushed the gravel, and when we crush the gravel in the crushers, let me see. It should go, let me just type in clay, because this is the whole end point of it. So we needed clay. One of the ways to get clay is to crush gravel to get sand, flint, and clay balls. It's a 5% chance, so not that great. But if you go to sand and go to use on it, and you go over to washing, if you wash sand, you have a 25% chance to get a clay ball. So if you have a whole loop system going, you have a pretty good chance of getting clay, which I have 12.5k worth right now, and 24k sand, 24.9k sand. Which the sand, when I want to get more clay balls than anything else, I have hooked up to drop out of this system here in at 8 at a time and get washed so I can get clay. It's just a washing system. I could change this filter and put anything in it if I wish to get it to come into this to make wash anything if I wanted to. So that was the whole starting point, and then it just took off from there. Yeah, it just took off from there. So I started doing other things. I made it another mechanical generator and put it in both of my iron and andesite makings with a filter underneath. I have to limit this system to do things. If I let it go at 64, it starts backing up on flint. It makes flint too quickly. So I start backing up on flint over here in the item vault, which then backs me up on the iron that I'm making. Which the iron now is just thrown into the drawer controller. So it's inputting into the system automatically, and my iron is in the regular compacting drawer. All of this has been changed. Underneath this, it doesn't look like anything, but underneath the smart chute is connections to the drawer control system. Let me go ahead and make it daytime for y'all. But yeah, all of this stuff over here has been connected to the drawer control system, and the drawer control system has been expanded, you know. This has got a drawer IO now. This has got a drawer IO now. This has got a drawer IO now. This over here, I chose to put as spruce to kind of match everything because it's a spruce system. So now if the trees accidentally cut something that they're not supposed to cut, they will fix it. It can go through the system. It doesn't have to wait. And all of the storage drawers for all this stuff over here, I've decided to leave over here kind of as a part of where I go to get things for this stuff. So all this is over here. The andesite I moved. It's got a drawer control, drawer IO on it. It's right here. And then all of this stuff has been moved over here. The whole system is underground for the trim. I'm with how fast things are going now. I am constantly making andesite, so I will never run out. I haven't maxed out that drawer yet, but I'm at like 60K and it's like 98K or something. And I'm still have only the iron with a void upgrade on it. This system has changed. It's not great. It's very finicky. So to use the mixer system, what I've done, I've actually hooked this up to be always having lava. It doesn't matter if a recipe doesn't call for it, it just doesn't matter. But if it does, it can make it. It's got I made a mechanical arm to put over here, which is just setting up there. I should probably move it over to here because what it does is it takes from these depots and puts it into here. And it's set up right now for rose quartz production, but I haven't got enough redstone for it. As you can see, this is set to 8, so this is set up for the quartz. This is set up to 64. This is set up for the redstone. It can't take any redstone out that is less than 64, which is kind of nice. As kind of a limit to the system. But the other thing is it automatically pulls 2 stacks. It will put 1 stack onto the depot, hold another stack in itself, and then that's it. So all this system is not completely automated yet, because if I want to make something else, I would have to take what was in here out and then, put it into the system and then change it to what I want. So it's not completely automated. It's very finicky. But this is the best I can do unless I want to go to the Frogport system. And I'm kind of holding off on messing with that until I get start using the factory. This is all just kind of automation, so I can just put stuff here, forget about it for a little bit, come back and get the rest. This is still set up to only accept certain items out, and it goes into it drops still into the hopper, which goes into the Xaero controller IO. This hopper right here is just here for me to put stuff back into the system over here if I want to. All that's there for. This is the rose quartz system still. It only accepts rose quartz going this way. And it goes off into the drawer controller IO, frame trim underneath. I haven't automated making precision mechanisms more than I already had. So it's still the same. I haven't automated this because this is just as an on-need basis. It's my system for making the various polish stuff that I use. This whole system right here is kind of a deal for making various deployable items. So say I want some casing, I can switch things to make casing. Right now I have it set up to make cogs, small cogs. So let me just take that, and then what I do is I come over here to the hopper and just throw that off in there. So I just take that over here and throw those in there. So it's not, like I said, it's not completely automated, but it's more automated than it was. Right now, this one I have to make it where, since it's not a smart chute that I can turn off with redstone, I can't figure out how to get these to not do anything without redstone, with redstone on them. So since it's not a smart chute, I have to flip it where it goes into the system so it doesn't constantly pull things out. I do have a filter on it where it will only pull out certain things. And this over here is an automated wood plank maker. If I need wood planks, I don't have it set up for anything but oak right now, but if I wanted to, I could change it to any other wood type to make planks. But that's basically all this is. This automatic arm will take it from the depot, put it into the brass funnel on the back, which is filtered to only accept oak logs right now, and do that. So if I wanted to, I could do that. And I could easily put a item filter here, item list filter here, and just put all the wood types to make planks, and it would automatically make planks from all the wood types if I wanted to. This over here has been automated. This is my cutting system. The main use for this, besides making stripped logs, is also I can make shafts with this. If I think I have it set up right now. Yeah. So if I have it set up where andesite alloy will come out of this, and I have another filter here to only make shafts, otherwise it will make things like andesite scaffolding and stuff like that. It'll make it takes 1 andesite alloy to make 6 shafts, where normally it takes 2 to make 8. So this is basically a shaft making system right now. But it can still do stripped oak logs and stuff. I just have to change the filters. This should be done. I put these down yesterday and I never took them. Yeah. So I got back a stack of gearboxes. So that should make me have a stack of them. And that's pretty much it. I haven't hooked up the farm to the system because even if I did, I would still have to come over here and get stuff. Like I said, what I'm mainly working on right now, while that was filling out, is the rich soil system, where I'm going to go and replace all these grass blocks and stuff like that with the rich soil. And that leads me to going over here, and I'll show you how I'm making my rich soil. You can do a spout recipe, but it takes double the amount of compost to make it, because you need 2 compost to make one compost to make the fertilizer liquid, and then you need the compost to spritz it on to make it into rich soil. So instead of doing that, I did this, and I haven't completely filled out the field yet. I need to get I need to get 5 more brown mushroom colonies and 2 more red mushroom colonies to fill out the rest of this. But it turns, this is where the compost goes into these little systems right here, which will slowly, eventually turn into the rich soil. Do be aware to use this system. Get silk touch. I don't know if it will do something to the rich soil or not if you don't, because I had silk touch before I even started this, and I figured it would be good just to make sure it doesn't. I don't know if it would turn back to regular dirt if I didn't, but yeah. So I also went and found a mushroom island and got all this mycelium and stuff like that. And the mushroom colonies are silk touched up out of my mushroom place and put on the mycelium, and they just work. Give me just a second. I'm going to go to bed so you can see things better. So basically what I do is I put compost in these lines where the rich soil is, and then over time, if I go in here and click use on it, go to decomposition, over time it will turn into rich soil. But there's a couple of things you can do to help it along. Make it always day. Just make when it goes night, turn it to day, sleep. It's sprayed up by adjacent water, so put it near ocean. Basically, there's water underneath And I have these water blocks at each other interval here to help out. So, yep, I just built this platform. At first it was dirt, and then when I noticed that if you go back to the thing, click use on it, it doesn't really work with dirt. So I decided to go and find a mushroom island. I used my nature compass for it. It was like 6,000 blocks away. Over 65, I think it was 6,500 or something away. I went and got some mycelium. I had silk touch on my shovel, so I was able to get it. And so, yeah, I just put that over here, and that did it. And then it also can have mushroom colonies or regular mushrooms over here to speed it up as well. I figured I would just use the mushroom colonies. So I've got 3 things going on. I've got mycelium, I got water, and I got the various mushroom colonies to help speed it along. I don't know the range of all of this stuff, how close it needs to be to turn it. I know the water needs to be touching the block, which it's doing underneath because it's just, you know, like that. So yeah. So I have this chest over here. It's full of more compost. I needed a little bit less than 11 stacks to completely change out all that dirt because I have 8 farms that require dirt. So basically what I'm doing is I'm breaking that one first. And then I take my mining backpack, which has the Hoover upgrade in it. And I'm just placing it off in here to hoover it all up. I also, on the way there to the mushroom island, came across a swamp. So I got a bunch of mangrove and some mud and stuff like that in case I need it. Yep, I have efficiency 5 on all of my tools now, so yeah, I do that a lot. Breaking things I don't mean to. This is just me clicking the deal. Yeah, it's always going to do that. And I don't have to worry about accidentally clicking the mushrooms. Like I said, I've got silk touch, so it should automatically do it for me. Is this going to take a while to get all of this compost done? It does take, I want to say, a full day still to do it. Even with all this stuff over here, it takes like a full day, and maybe even more than a full day. And if we open the bag, we should have a stack. That's what I wanted. Then I go over here, grab another stack of compost, and place it down. Took me about, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, maybe up to 5 to get over there to the Mushroom Island, just flying over there with my jetpack. And remember, I have a netherite jetpack now, so it would take even longer if you didn't have it. If you don't have at least the brass, I would recommend a boat for any long distance travel where you go over water, because you'll be a lot quicker than the jetpack will be. And also, I'm missing one somewhere. Oh, it's this one. I put this mycelium in the wrong spot. Is why. Let's see. Do I have mycelium in here still? I have to go and see if I have it in my deal since I broke that without my shovel. Yeah, that was my fault. If not, I can quickly teleport over there to the Mooser Island and pick it up. I am not walking every time I want to go over there. Not that far out. Not that far out. Did I put it in my chest here? No. I put it in here. Huh. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I don't think I put a... Yeah, I didn't put a mycelium chest drawer down. Pretty sure. So I'm just going to have to walk back. I'm just going to have to go back over there and grab some. Okay. Yeah, let me go over to the mushroom. See, 6,077 for my house. One. Then go back home. And then I'll just run over there, place this one down. I could have swore I had more. I didn't accidentally put it in that chest. I don't know where it went then. Because I swore, I know I got like 2 stacks worth. And then I think I had like 32 or so extra, 2.5 stacks. When I say I don't know where it went though. And Lag City. As you saw. Yeah, it's still pretty laggy. I don't think it's in my project bag. No, I didn't put it in my project bag by mistake. So I'm not sure where it is. But let me go put the rich soil over here. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna need to go do at least some redstone mining. Get like, I don't know, about 3 or 4 stacks of it, just in case I need to make some redstone stuff down here. And then we're going to start working on the base. So it's going to be a cut right here. And when we come back, we'll be ready to start working on the base. Oh, before we go, I didn't show it, but I do have a bunch of flowers. I did that flower thing I was talking about using bone meal on everything. So yeah. Oh, speaking of bone meal, making compost costs a lot of bone meal. Make sure you have enough. You need like 20 stacks to make like 10 stacks of compost. And that's not counting the tree bark system as well. You need 4 stacks of tree bark to make it as well. So make sure you got an automated stripped oak log set up before you do, because when you automate the stripped oak log, at least with this pack, you get the tree bark as well. So yeah. So I will see y'all later. Well, I'll see y'all in just a minute, and we'll start working on the factory. We're going to be doing the basement first. I've got ideas. I've got ideas of how big the basement's going to be. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot bigger than I need it to be, but we'll see. So I will see y'all in just a minute. All right. I think I've got enough now. Maybe. I think we got enough, maybe. All right. So I've also added some other things, as you can see, expanding my storage even more due to needing it for things. Oh, man. All right. So our first thing is we're going to need to do a basement area. We need to do the outline of the building. I'm going to start with a 25 by 25 area of the building. So let me grab a bunch of blocks here. In fact, I'm just going to grab cobblestone. But that's not supposed to be the thing. All right. Do that. Let me see if there's stuff outside that I need to pick up. That's the power of efficiency. I've done that a bunch since I put efficiency 5 on everything. If I'm using my tool by mistake, that should be more than enough for right now. So I want to get a 25 by 25 area here mapped out. First, let's figure out how big the whole area is. So we're at Y72. We head that way. Okay, so we're X69. Nice. And I'm just going to go to where it's even with this thing, like right here. So X10. So this should be 59 blocks. Okay. And then 129. $171. 171 minus 129. So it's 42 by 59. Okay. 42 by 59. So 29, about 2930 blocks is the middle. So if I go from the second block here, let's say, and then I said 42 to 29, right? So you set 171 to the 128. Yeah, 43. So if I go 42 divided by 2 on 21. Nope. I eyeballed that. I eyeballed that. That's actually awesome here. So it is on this level. And then we go to 30. All right. If we measure from here, which is 68. I just want to make sure I'm at the correct deal. So 10. So 68 minus 10 equals 58. If we divide that by 2, it's 29, actually. Okay. So that should be the exact center of this whole area. If you're doing it as a 29 by whatever, 41 or something, 42. Okay. I don't know how that's doesn't look like the center of the area to me, but it is what it is. So I want to see something real quick. Another 29. If we go between these two blocks, it's 29. I don't need it that wide. I think I was thinking about a 25. So if this is 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. So if I count these from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so actually I need it to be 26 by 26 on the outsides. So there's 25 blocks in between. Okay, so 25. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it 26 blocks in between, or yeah, 26 blocks in between. All right. Yeah. So 26 in blocks in between means there's a 13 is our middle point. Here. So there should be 13 blocks in between this block and that block. Okay. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do not know why I'm so snotty, but I am. It's just draining down my throat tonight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 12 blocks in between these two blocks. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No. I'm missing some count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in by 1 here. And that should make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Okay. I want 12 and 12. That's what I was after. Okay. So now I have to decide. Okay. So it's 20 in each direction from these blocks. 20 in each direction. up to the edge like I was wanting. I'm going to brace these blocks with these. So with this only being 20 blocks until this block, which means there's 19 blocks in between. I'm going to put this one in. So it's 18 blocks in between. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hmm. I need to check something real quick. I cannot make this a correct number. So with this, there should be 16 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stone. 5, 6, 7, 8 stone. Okay. Stone on the 9th block. And then the 8th block. So that should be correct. Okay. But the stone right here needs to come in another. Because this is going to be entrance. This whole 3 section is entrance. Which means this is one shorter. So if I place a block here, place a torch here, that's 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 torches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, and if I do that, I now have 8 torches over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I made it 1 too long then. So I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, problem is this one was too short. So it's block here, torch here, block here, torch here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. It is not going to be this wide. I'm just measuring it out in case it does go this wide. But like I said, entrance right here. This is pretty much the middle. This whole section right here. So it's a 3-door system. I'm going to try and put an arch, which I should be able to do with slopes and stuff from copycats. And if I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a block here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here. Torch. This is the middle block of the whole thing. I don't want to move that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to move this block over by 1. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then we do 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Block. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That does not match up. Because this is like in the middle. Is why. So it actually should, this block should be here. I'm going to leave that there. And this needs to be moved. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Block. Torch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Block. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Block. Block. Grab all these torches back. Because I think I have my outline now. Or I have where my walls are going to be, basically. Leaving these 3 torches here so I know where entrance is. Do I want to go another block down? So this is 8 and 16. This 24. Yeah, let's go another block down this way, another 8. So it should be like right here. Place it here because it goes on that line. And this one goes on this line here. This one goes on this line here. Now this is actually right now 32. If we measure this out, if we go from this block to that last block, that's 32. If we do one less, it's 24. No, it's only 3 in between, so it's actually 24 in between. It's 24 in between this block and that block minus 1, which I'm not counting the walls. Okay. So we have a basic outline. I'm going to go ahead and bring them all together. And this is just going to be the outline. This is not going to be the block we're going to use. I'm going to be replacing those in between episodes. But I did want to get the full clear outline so I can see it from above. There isn't really going to be this middle wall here, but I kind of want to section it off so I know what I'm dealing with, the sizes I'm dealing with. So basically this is a 9 by 9 in multiple squares is what this is. So what I've made, it's a 9 by 9. Each the cobblestone counts as the 9th block. Each block inside is 8. So it's basically a 9 by 9. I'm not going to have the inside here except for those. So actually, I'm going to remove these real quick. Except for that block there. Because those are going to actually be pillars. They're going to be like support beams is what I'm planning on. So they actually need to have something there in that section. I probably should have just left this like it was. Okay. One as well. Let me have my bag. I want to see it during the day. So yeah, this is our shop basically. And those two blocks in the middle are considered our support pillars. So actually I'm going to go ahead and so this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, that's 1 too tall. Want it to be 9 tall. Actually, I want it to be 1 more taller, don't I? So it's not counting that one. I want it 8 blocks in between, just like this is. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I need it 1 more tall. So I actually need it 10 tall because I want it to be 8 blocks in between it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then let me real quick. There we go. Then I can remove these torches. I think this is as tall as our building is going to be. I might go taller, but we are going to have a basement. And we're going to have a deep basement because we're going to put a full-size buller in it. And that thing is going to be running on blaze cakes all the time. So we're going to need an automatic blaze cake farm if we can. But yeah, so in between episodes, I'm going to dig this probably 9 more down, considering this is going to be this tile right here up, like this one right here I'm standing on, this block is going to be considered ground floor. So I'll need to dig like 9 more down, I think. So yeah. And then this is like an extension. I have this marked out as an extension in case I need it. I can make it up to that big. And then this is, I'm going to go over here and put the block here. And that's considered center of this whole green grass area. This is what I consider the center anyway. I might recalculate that just to make sure before I go and start digging, you know. Uh, um, but yeah, it's the start. It's going to take us a while. Like I said, in between episodes, I'm gonna dig out the basement. I'm gonna I'm gonna make sure I have this count correct on being the center of this whole area. I'll just use torches to do it. Make it so much easier. Because I'm only counting up to this torch here. Well, actually, this torch here. Get rid of that. I'm only considering this torch here as the farthest end that I will go. But I might consider... Actually, I'm going to do it one less. If I do it one less, I think it's considered a different number. Because I want to do it one less. I want to do it with this torch line here. I don't want to go all the way up to that one. I want to be on that forward torch line. So I'm shrinking it by one on each end to make it a better number. I'm hoping it's big enough with it just like it is, but I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be too small still for what I want it to be. For anybody who's just tuning in, who's wondering what the hell this is going to be our resource factory. What we're going to put in this building is everything that we need to kind of make everything. And what I mean by is we're going to be making iron, we're going to be making gold, we're going to be making redstone, we're going to be making andesite, we're going to be making andesite alloy, all that stuff we need for Create, brass, copper, zinc, all that stuff. Because I put Ultimate Factory in here to do that. I'm not going to do, I'm going to probably do diamonds, but I don't think I'll be doing lapis. There will be a coal deal because that's part of the diamond thing. But we're going to be mainly doing copper, zinc, gold, iron, diamonds, coal, because it's part of the diamonds line, and redstone. I'm also going to do andesite in there to make andesite alloy infinitely. Quartz, we're also going to be doing to get rose quartz. So we're going to also, that's going to be part of our redstone line. Brass, because we're going to have copper and zinc lines. And that's pretty much it. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to be 10 resources in one. If we have enough room, I might go ahead and set up things like making andesite casings, brass casings, copper casings automatically in there, and all that stuff. But that depends on if I have the room or not. I'm hoping I have enough room for these 10 factories, really, to get this stuff in. I'm going to be doing, I'm really debating, and I'm already decided, I think, that I'm going to not be using frog ports. I don't think I can make a build compact enough with frog ports. I don't think I could do it. So I'm pretty much going to be just using a completely separate storage drawer system over here for this. And having that as my resource deal. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So basically, we're going to be repurposing a lot of this. So this whole iron line is going to be basically rebuilt over there in a lot cleaner fashion. The andesite as well. You know, all that stuff. I don't think I'll be doing... I mean, we will be doing a smelting system because we're going to have to smelt things. We're going to have to wash things. So that's all going to be off in there that we need for those systems, but we'll only be building those systems as we need them. I'm going to set up, I don't know if I can, I'm going to try to see if I can set up these factory gauges. What I'm planning to do with these is not actually hook them to the system. I'm hoping to use these to show the lines of how the factory is going to flow. I'm not actually going to be... These are used actually with the Frogport system to autocraft things, keep things in stock. I don't think I have the ability to do that because I don't want to do the Frogport system right now. So what I want to do is I want to see if I can make these by next episode to try out to see if I can get these to just show the lines. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to like place them on a wall next to each other, and there you should be able to draw a line from one to the other to show the flow of the factory. So that's what I'm going to try to do. That's going to be part of the factory build. I don't know if it's going to be in the basement or if it's going to be on like the first floor or something. But yeah. So this right here, like I said, it's going to be the entrance of the factory. It doesn't look like it'll be part of the building, but it's going to be, because I'm going to have a big old arch up to, I don't know, maybe here. I might go out to here with the arch. If I, and say that's a future expansion, if I need it, I'll just make the arch smaller. But I'm trying to say, like if I have enough room in here to make everything, and this whole thing can be the arch like I want, trains are going to go here. And we're going to make a train all the way over to where our XP farm is at 265. And we're going to do a loop around and come back here, basically. That's what this whole entranceway is going to be for, is a whole train system. It's going to be one train. It's going to be just a loop. I'm planning on coming from, like, depending on how the arch goes, like here somewhere probably. Like, say the train goes here. The train track is here. Goes out and curves around. And then it just goes around over here. Probably goes around the back of the factory. Goes in a curve around, depending on how sharp you can curve it, you know. Come around this way. And go back through this direction here. So that's my plan. I don't know if I can do that or not. I've never messed with a train before. That's going to be my train try, if I have enough. I might actually go around. I might actually go from this direction in front of the factory and go around this way and go counterclockwise. I mean, I could still go clockwise. I just don't know if I can get the angle correct to go clockwise going in front of the factory. I might do that instead. If I can do that, if I go this way with it, I should be able to just go around my whole base, this whole base here. I kind of want to keep this whole area as a, you know, as my starting point. Basically, this is the Factorio starter base, and that's going to be the resource. That's going to be your main, like your hot line and stuff, where you make all the stuff, your mall, basically. Or you're going to be making your resources over there to make your mall, basically, is what you can do. If I'm still at that point that I want to do that. Yeah, so resource factory. If I can, train out front. If I still, after I build this factory and after I build the train, if I still feel like doing this, if I still feel like playing, I'll make a workshop is basically what I'm thinking of after that. But I don't think I'm going to want to. I think I'm going to want to move on and play another game after we build the resource factory and the train and take a break from Create and Minecraft in general and play some other games and get the and play something else to relax from Create and Minecraft, and then maybe in the future we'll come back and play some more Create, because this is the most fun I've had in Minecraft in freaking forever. I will say it is, as you saw me, I have cussed out Create a lot at the beginning. The gearboxes and stuff just throw me off like crazy at the beginning of the game. Because I know they can go a certain way and they don't when I'm wrenching them and stuff. So I got to find the exact spot on the block to wrench it so I can make it go in that direction that I want. And I still don't get it all the time doing that. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. In between episodes, I'm going to do a count to make sure I have the center block correct, which I don't think I do, but I'm going to do a count anyway. And I'm also going to dig out the basement as soon as I figure it out. So the placement of the factory right this second might change in between episodes, and I'll mention it in case it does. But I think we're good at least this way. It's this way to that way that I'm kind of don't think I have the correct dimensions. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. This has already been like over an hour, probably an hour and 15-minute video already. So I will see y'all later. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.